tie them that way?
That's why my grandfather tied trucks down with. Salty. You know, and being able to talk to Al and Tate's messaging me back and forth. If you've ever fished, there you go, Tate, there we go. If you've ever fished humpies.
All right, so Al and I got a few more projects that we want to go through with you guys. Been a pleasure fishing with everyone here that we fished with so far, and had a great time. We've got a lot of new products that we launch every year, and I'm going to go through some of them. Al's going to go through a few more, and along the way too, we're going to have a little contest. So we've got some prizes back here we want to give away to you guys. So pay attention. There might be some questions, and if you answer the questions right, the first one to answer the questions right, you might win one of these bags back here filled with more goodies. All right. So I'm going to start out. I'm going to talk about our new Speed Demon Pro pliers. So we just launched these pliers. They're actually not available on Amazon yet. We also sell on our own website. But they're made out of 420 stainless steel. They're coated with a Teflon coating, and you notice the bright orange handles. It's a golf grip material. It's a super polymer material that we use, so it's non-slip, just like a golf grip that you would use. So whether it gets wet or sticky or fish slime on it, it's not going to slip out of your hands. Works really well. And then we've got carbide cutters on the side, so you can cut braided line. Cuts braided line real well. Mono and also fluorocarbon. And then on the jaws, we've got a couple other features that come in handy at different times as well. So there's some holes in the jaws that you use as a when you're cinching down knots. So you can put the hook through the hole in the jaws, so keep your hands away from the hooks, and then cinch down your knot as well. And some crimping slots on the pliers as well. And they come in actually 4 different models. So we've got a 7.5 inch model, both split nose and straight nose, and a 9 inch in split nose and straight nose as well.
Thank you, Ed. How's everybody doing? Good. Everybody's catching fish this time? A little different than last year, right?
Well, people caught fish last year.
I know. Not quite as good as this year, though. All right. I'm Al Norker with KastKing. First of all, I want to thank Ed for inviting us back. We didn't screw up too bad last year. So we got another invite to come back. I really appreciate this. And I got to tell you, I was listening to the Yakima guys, and I went over and looked at this stuff. That is awesome. That is the coolest stuff right there. If you are hauling a kayak around or just, there's about 10 things over there I got to get myself now. So it's going to be an expensive trip out here because that's cool stuff. So if you all know KastKing, what we do is we build really high-end fishing gear, but at incredible prices. So our whole theme is affordable innovation. We spend a lot of time developing our own products. We don't buy from factories out there that are making products for people. We have our own engineers, our own tooling and molds, and we build really high-end gear, but we make it truly affordable, and we sell it directly to the consumer. So you won't find our products in retail out there right now. You're going to find us on KastKing.com, and you're going to find us on Amazon. It's all free 2-day shipping. So we're able to pass on all that savings directly to the consumer or to our guides. We're really happy last year because we signed a number of guides here at Fish Camp that are fishing KastKing products now for the last year. Hopefully we'll sign some more, but we've got really good products. And I want to highlight just a couple new ones. First of all, last year we introduced the new Kapstan wide body, low profile casting reel. So this is your basic low profile casting reel on steroids. Big line capacity, over 30 pounds of drag. There is a clicker on this reel. It's a great hover fishing rod. It's a great trolling rod for, say, bottom bouncers, for the walleye guys that don't need a line counter. The Kapstan has been out now for a year. It's a proven reel. We've got a great following on this reel, from catfish to salmon to steelhead to walleye, you name it. The wide body Kapstan's a great reel. But the one reel that everybody in this market and everybody in the Great Lakes was asking us for was a line counter. And 2 weeks ago, I'm really happy to announce that we introduced the new ReKon line counter in 2 sizes. So this is the smaller size. This is a size 10 and the size 20. The main difference is just line capacity, both line counters, but you'll notice that the size 20 reel has a single power handle, as opposed to the size 10 has a double paddle handle. They are interchangeable if you ever wanted to switch them back and forth. If you wanted a power handle on the smaller reel, you can easily do that. But big line capacity here. This reel will hold about 300 yards of 65-pound braid. This reel will hold about 225 yards of 65-pound braid. I think Bruce is bringing one of his Pro Troll rods up right now. This is our 20 ReKon, and that, if you're ever looking for it, it's spelled R-E-K-O-N, ReKon. Has a full lever. It's not a thumb bar line counter reel. So for a lot of those guys that worry about that thumb bar, when a customer grabs that reel and goes to set the hook, pick up that rod and hits that thumb bar and you got an issue on your hands, it has a lever on the side, so that's really, really important. The size 20, this reel is a 5.3 to 1 gear ratio reel. The size 10 is a 5.1 gear ratio reel. This reel, the size 20, larger size, has about a little over 30 pounds of drag on the size 20 reel, a little over 25 pounds of drag on the smaller size 10. So brand new, again, from KastKing. These do all have braid-ready spools, and I'm not sure how many of you have seen that. It's fairly new, but so you don't have to back this with mono before you put your braid on. A lot of guys use lead core as well, but this has a braid-ready spool, so it's not going to slip and spin on that. You don't have to go to the trouble of backing that with mono before you put your braid on. So once again, two different sizes, basically the same reel function, 5.3, 5.1 gear ratio, great ball bearings, stainless steel gears on the inside, and brass worm gear right now for smoothness and function. I think you're going to like these. I'm not going to take any more time. I think Ed may want to get a couple more people up here.
What are the drag ratings involved with?
Okay, little over 30 pounds on the size 20 ReKon, a little over 25 pounds on the 10, and about 35 pounds on the Kapstan wide body. Now, I got to tell you a quick story, and I'll give it back to Ed. But last year, I took this reel up to Homer, Alaska, with me for the Homer Salmon Derby, and we didn't do great on the salmon, but I landed 4 halibut. Biggest was a little over 80 pounds on this Kapstan reel right here, and it kicked their butt. I'll tell you what, that was incredible. I was really impressed. I didn't target them. We were actually fishing on downriggers in about 170 feet of water, and early in the spring, if you know up there, a lot of those halibut will be chasing the bait schools up shallow. We were fishing about 60 feet, hooked 4 halibut. Biggest was just a touch over 80 pounds, landed no problem with the Kapstan. So if I can land an 80-pound halibut on this, virtually anything else you're going to be money on, and you'll love the smoothness. If you're casting big spinners, the musky guys love this reel also. So it's one of my favorites. I wish I had it in a line counter. I don't yet, but the Kapstan 300 wide body low profile is a winner as well. I know you want the line counter. I heard you over here earlier. I pay attention. I hear those comments. So, all right. Thank you, everybody. We're going to be back tomorrow night with some more new things from KastKing.
So we have cobbler and ice cream. Happy birthday.